Mary.
And Alma.
And today we are reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville. Quite interesting already.
Yes.
Mom has actually watched the whole entire season 1.
Yes.
I never even knew these people. But she put me on, and I actually have been watching season 2. She has not really been watching season 2 like
I've
that.
I've only watched maybe 1 or 2 episodes.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we just watched the first part of the show. Mm-hmm. Well, it's like, I just started. We're 5 minutes in, and it just went commercial, so. Mm-hmm. But Martell and his mother. Very interesting.
I was surprised that the mother said that she had been thinking all this time, like, and Montel said that, yes, Mama, you've been telling me. And she said she has been thinking, like, what does she do? Like, that Mel will be laying about while Montel is doing all this work with the kids. And she just felt like, well, that he was working. I don't know if it was with the kid, but he was, like, she felt like
he was overworking. Or that she's going to kill Martell because he's been overworking. He was overworking, but he was also overworking with somebody else.
Listen, I am so surprised.
Y'all know what I mean.
The mother, if I am a mom, well, I am, of course, I am a mother, right, of adults, children. For me, when my children marry, and they happen to have 4 kids, and the kids are young, my role at that point is to ensure that parents stay together, kids are happy, If it seems like, my son, because I have a son, I also have a daughter. So if it seems as though my son seems to be working quite a bit, I will always try to have a good relationship no matter what. Put my pride aside, and make sure that I also have a good relationship with his wife, so that if I see that he's working really hard and the wife is yelling at him or whatever, my job is to ensure that there's peace in the home. If that means that I have to look up a nice retreat that both of them can go to, like a marriage retreat, a little spa day for the both of them to kind of rekindle their little romance. If that means I have to watch the 4 kids, even if I gotta hire a babysitter to help me watch the 4 kids, I will do that, just to make sure that they are okay, and and give advice. But I will not be in the corner there, and I will definitely not pull my son aside to talk about his wife and what I think, like, she working, you have to. I'm not adding to that nonsense. I'm not doing that. A man is supposed to work. Okay, his work is different from a woman's work, and sometimes in relationships maybe they're both working towards something, but you never, as an elder, because the mother is an elder, you don't add to the chaos. Your job is to bring wisdom, is to bring knowledge, is to bring help. It's like, you have to just be there as a help and a support, but never pull. I will never do that. And if my son comes and complains about the wife, like, I will try to help him to calm down, just put some peace on it, try to let him know from her point of view. But mama,
it's too much. Don't be enabling your kids, because it don't help nobody, and it damn sure don't help no marriage.
Did mama have a song?
Yes, we will turn that down.
My blood pressure goes from here to here whenever I watch this show. Okay, Martell, he on a whole different planet by himself. Okay, this man and his mama. Melody made some song. I've never heard the song. Apparently it was about Martell, which I'm not surprised. People make art through their pain.
Yeah.
And the mama said that she heard the kids singing it one day. Mm-hmm. And I think she had said to the child, "Oh, that's just your mama singing about your daddy." And the thing is, Melody never even told the kids it was about the father, but it's the mom. And then she has the nerve to go and tell Martell. Well, you mean take that up with your ex-wife.
She is filled with chaos. I never saw that about her before.
But you know, they say the apple don't fall far from the tree. And in this case, it is very true. Because Martell, his screws are so loose. They're on the floor somewhere missing.
Yeah. I think Martell, he will really, if he is open, he doesn't seem like he is really open to therapy. He's the one who, last time when he was in therapy, he called his mistress
peasant.
A peasant, yeah.
And I don't think they said that word until the 1940s. I haven't heard that word in a long time.
Actually, I had never heard that word, yes, except if you're watching those like historical movies or something like that.
He took a word back in the old days to describe his mistress.
Yeah.
If she a peasant, what does that make you?
Did
you say that?
A peasant lover? Yeah. So the mama now, I never saw that in her. I actually thought she was always very supportive of Mel, because Mel had gone to her last season, cried and all this stuff, and she was comforting that yes, Martell should not be cheating on her. So I was just surprised. So that's the mom. Yeah. How about Maurice? Kim did, she really tries, and it seems as though every single episode
I don't really like Kim, so I have nothing to say.
Right, I know. Because it seems
she's always fighting with her sister-in-law. She has some type of vendetta against her. Because every single time because last time they were in Vegas,
well, that's
she
her
was like,
brother-in-law's wife. So she's not really a sister-in-law per se. She's kind of like, I have no idea what they'll call Letitia to her, but what's her name? Where was I again? My thought, but Kim. Kim, it just seems as though every single episode, and I don't fault her for that, but she has to figure out a better way, or maybe go to therapy with him to explain to him he's not really being there for her. Like, he dumps a lot of stuff on her that she thinks he should really take a lead on. Yeah. Like the whole, monster, his son, picking him up and all this stuff. And he just dumps on her. Or like even building the house, she's like, it's only today I found this out, So he doesn't seem to really listen to her. Maurice will always kind of like challenge it, like, and then make her actually, the way he acts is almost as if you should not be thinking that way. Him and Marceau do the same things to their wives. Whereas like they try to bring them around, and then they tend to just like kiss their boo-boo as though they're a child, and this is not important right now.
Even in Vegas,
and then they'll be like, I gotta go. Like, he was like, well, I have stuff to do. I gotta go for a pickup.
And I feel like they feel like just because they're entrepreneurs or they're this or they're that, they have some right to act this way.
That's enough. What they do.
It's not enough to be a provider. You have to still maintain your woman emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. Women have to do all that and then some. Yeah. So for you to go to work is not enough. I'm sorry, but it's not. Everybody has their burdens.
There's more than that when it comes to
being a man,
being a husband. Well, I wouldn't say being a man. Because it's all those facets, right?
I know,
and everybody's still learning. You'll never get it perfectly, but it just seems like it just seems like they put so much more emphasis on the fact that they bring in money, and
you just have to be satisfied. You shouldn't be worried about me not going on vacation with the kids. Exactly. You shouldn't be worried about me not wanting to renew our vows. Yes. You shouldn't be worried about this. You shouldn't be worried about that.
I am doing 1/4 of what I'm supposed to do as a man, as a husband, as a father, and that should be enough for you. No, there are other facets of this. There are levels to this thing, and nobody is perfect. Right? Just like the woman, she has to, do the nurture, the loving, bring.
And it's not like even Kim is a stay-at-home wife. So, I mean.
Yeah, Kim, exactly, she's not. And then he says, he feels like she's in competition. Well, she's in competition because you have brought her into your business. And so.
I would never work with my husband. I'm sorry.
Not in the same field. No. When you do that, you are really setting yourself up
for failure.
Yeah, and
your
some
marriage
for
should be a place of fun,
in
of
there.
love. It should not be a place where you guys come home and like work. Like if I'm married or whatever, my husband, he goes to work. I don't even want to ask you about how work is. Like you just come home. This is a place filled with fun. It's filled with love, and we just. It's a partnership, you know.
Let's listen to him. He's this psychologist is talking. Madam, turn it up, please.
What you do, it all starts with you. I'm not going to tell you what to go home and do.
I love this.
Because when you want to work on something, you do it not because of an outside pressure from an outside entity, but because the internal pressure said you cannot not do it.
Yeah.
You decide what you want. Because if you succeed or fail, it won't be because I told you. It won't be because you. And you don't look like failures. Because you don't have the fear of success. Right.
Yeah.
So take responsibility for that, just like you take responsibility for everything else, okay?
Exactly.
Decide
Love that.
what you want.
Accountability.
Love that.
And then you do it.
Love
and you'll
that.
be okay. You're a blessing, Doctor.
He did not allow him, Maurice especially, to put it on his wife. You, it is on you as the man to take that leadership role in certain most of the aspects of your marriage and your household. It's, you know, if your wife is not being effective, you know, if you take that stance of that leadership, you know, it will work out. But it's because when you don't take that stance and you feel like your wife is not there to help you meet your goals in terms of a provider. She doesn't need to be there at your at the same work that you do to help you meet your goal of being a provider. So now you have her out of her femininity. You have her out of place. And then when she comes at you with that masculine energy, then you get upset. But you have put her there, right? And that's for all men who, you know, are allowing that to happen. So I'm just so happy that the psychiatrist, it's so wonderful.
It's nice when you have a psychologist who keeps it real with you.
A black man say, it starts with you. You take the leadership in that.
Instead of blaming your wife.
Love it.
Who does that?
Love it. Love it, love it, love it, doctor. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So that's the psychiatrist. Oh, something's coming up now, and it seems as though the mothers are going to be arguing.
Yeah, Wanda, you know, I respect my elders. Absolutely, tenfold. I'm not about to put any buts. I'm just saying, Miss Wanda, I just feel sometimes there's no reason to cause or start drama. Yeah. I remember she was with Melody and Martell. It was one episode. They were at some winery or something. Okay. And she's there talking to Melody or whatever, talking about how she should get back with this abusive man. And saying that, you got 4 or 5 kids, you ain't gonna get no better than him. Yeah. I'm sorry, that might be your cynical way of thinking, but Melody could get anybody she wants. She can go get a younger man or an older man or whatever that will provide for her, that will give her all the things she wants, and will still be there for her mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and love her unconditionally. Yeah. Women don't have to downgrade themselves or settle. I don't care if you got 10 kids and you've been divorced 20 times. You can still... it doesn't matter. It don't matter.
I will advise you to stop getting married.
No, listen. No, it's never too late. It's never too late.
Right.
Women,
I
when
hear
you value
the spirit of what you're saying.
Yes, because when you value yourself and you have self-love and self-respect and you've done the work, you've done the healing, you can get somebody who is on your level mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. No woman should ever settle for crumbs. Yeah. And I hate to say it, but Martell, you are crumbs, okay? Every time I see you, you are here fighting with Melody as if you get some type of high from it.
Some other female, like he was now arguing.
And then you want to talk about how, what she did was worse than what you did. Didn't you disgrace her and cheat on her and have 2 babies? I don't recall Melody doing that. Yeah. Did she have 3 different baby fathers outside of Martell?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think is it just one baby?
I thought he had 2 kids.
No, I think it's just the one with the lady.
I don't know.
That was,
but the things he does and the way he talks to her, it's just too much.
Ooh,
so
Letitia
she should not
so
settle.
Cute.
Don't settle, women. I don't care what nobody tell you.
Mama, we can turn that.
We'll be back.
So
we have something to say about Miss Marlene. Martell's mother.
And Martell is a mama boy. He needs to be on that show. I love a mama's boy.
Well, no one's gonna be with him after everything he done did in public.
You never know. You never know. That's where you need to be, Martell. I love a mama's boy.
Well,
So
the
mama's boy. And
well,
can I just say this before you start? Can I just say, because I was telling her last season that I watched.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
I used to love Miss. What's her name?
Her name's Miss Marlene.
Marlene. I used to love Miss Marlene because she always stood up for Melody. Even Melody went, talked to her, cried to her, and she was like, I don't know why Martell did this, cheated on you, whatever. And she will get on Martell. She was on him like white on rice. I'm just surprised.
That she's
Miss Marlene,
enabling.
what happened? But you said something very crucial.
Yeah.
Why she has turned on Melody.
Well, my thing is, what I figure, because it seemed like Martell, every time he sees Melody, he always wants to pick a fight, right? And it seems like he's very upset that she actually left him, and she's now leaving.
Never expected.
He never expected her to leave, especially with 4 kids.
She'll be serious this time.
They always say that sometimes men who really want you to stay, they might not treat you well. They always want to get you pregnant more, because if you have 2 kids, you have 2 hands to hold them. But if you have more than 2, you can't really go away. Yes. So he never really thought that she would leave with 4 kids, right? Yes. And my thing is
2 other hands.
Facts.
To hold the other 2 kids.
Usually I'll be the man. But she left him, and she's actually looking the best she's ever had. She
has always been really pretty.
Yeah, she's living her best life.
Hair.
She got the blonde hair. Some black women can't really pull it off, but she actually pulls it off well.
She does, and I love her. She always has that southern mannerism.
Yeah, she's very ladylike.
Yeah.
But my thing is, I think the reason why the mother has now started enabling her son and kind of like being against Melody,
changing on all of us.
Because Mom said she was not like this. I did not believe her for 2 seconds.
At all, she wasn't. I mean, comment down below if maybe I missed that, but I don't think so. She was always such a wonderful mom, and I love the way that she was always so supportive of the spouse, as opposed to Miss Letitia, not Letitia's mom, Miss Wanda, who always is like there for her daughter, regardless, good, bad, whatever. She's with her daughter, standing strong. Yeah, but yeah, so I think like what you were saying, that because she left, that's why she is now
she's really upset
with her.
Because just like Martell, just like Martell, she's upset that she left. Yeah. And now she has to take care of the kids, and she has to take care of her son and whatever issues he's throwing at her or whatever.
And when a woman leaves a man, it's almost like she removes the cover from him. You see, a woman is a cover for a man. That's the other role that women play when they're married to a man. They're a cover for that man. With all his stuff and whatever, they're a cover for that man. And when she left, you see, that cover was removed.
All the stuff got exposed left and right.
So, it's back on.
But yeah, so that's why I think she's acting the way she is towards Melody. And it's actually a shame. Because, yes, you are a parent. You're supposed to be there for your kids. But what's the point of being a parent if you can't check your son or be like, hey, this is wrong? Because when you enable, your son or your daughter, because when you enable your kids, it doesn't help anybody. And it definitely doesn't help the kids, because they're the ones who suffer in the end.
Let's watch this one. And you bring it up and then you lash out. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. You're very passive aggressive with her, and then she's gonna react. So then it turns into the same.
What's y'all gonna react? What y'all saying? No. Women can't disrespect me like that.
You cannot talk to a man like that. Oh my goodness gracious.
I wasn't even finished.
I can't even watch.
Here comes Miss Marlene.
Yeah. She has to come.
But you can't uphold for Melody every time, nigga. I don't uphold for Melody. I'm doing right now.
It's funny that Martell moved over to Melody.
I know.
And they're watching the 2 people who are not even married, Miss Marlene.
This is why you don't get involved in married people drama. Well, ex-married. I don't know.
She's a sweet girl, you know what I'm saying? But still, don't get beside yourself when you're stepping at me. Because, baby, you don't know me like that. And I am a mother.
Yeah.
And I am Martell's mother.
That's between them two. But listen,
But you ain't got to speak on her behalf.
I'm not. I'm speaking on my behalf about the conversation that we had. Don't do that, Miss Marlene. I'm talking about the conversation that me and him had. You weren't there. He jumped in.
That would be so calm.
Tiffany is getting in. This just calm person. Oh my goodness.
Tiffany's not there.
Look at her. She says everybody hopes okay up on my boy. Ooh, Mama Bear.
I always talk to him. I never.
You can't talk to her. You can't talk to a man like that all up in his face. That is inappropriate.
I always talk to you, and then you go below the.
A man shouldn't do that to a woman either, you know. But Martell has a habit of doing that to women.
I know, but Mariam, let's correct where correction. You know, like
yeah, I know. I don't believe that she should be like. I thought that was too much. I was like.
It's like, whoa.
I was like, okay, that's too much.
Even me as a woman, you do that to me, okay, the conversation is over.
I'm walking away.
I mean, it's good that he actually be still there because he seems to like chaos. But Miss Marlene is like, I got to go. Melody said nothing.
But then when Mommy's here, it's like
He didn't get a chance to hold nothing.
He is Mama's boy.
Jumped all over that one before he could even raise his hand and even say, "Can I say
it
something?"
seemed like he was protecting his tail between his legs.
Tiffany is always in some business.
Tiffany, you know, she's another person I don't necessarily like. Maybe that'll change over time, but I doubt it.
Oh, look, Wonder, like,
What y'all talking about?
Wonder, he got nothing to do with you. You're not an in-law. We talk about babies, okay?
Well, y'all know we got a lot of that going on. Yeah, we do. Yeah. One day
Wanda with this 80s hairstyle that don't move.
About getting back together.
She ain't got nothing on Miss Gorilla Glue. That's all I'm gonna say.
She was one on social media telling young girls that they were going with married men to make sure they get everything that the wife get.
I don't know nothing about all that, how that go.
Miss Marlene has a nice waist up in there. You go, Miss Marlene, showing your waistline. She's showing her waistline.
Oh, Lord. Miss Wanda.
Mama said if you got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. So I'm not gonna say nothing.
Ma'am, you could see like her stomach. It wasn't here. I mean, for her age, I don't know how old she is. She at least she holding it down some kind of way.
Okay, yeah, I did.
She still has a waistline.
Mention about the kids.
What she said.
I was talking to them. Like, you know, people do go through things.
Yeah,
but
I'm saying no one is gonna take any advice from you when you say one thing 1 minute and then you get on social media and then you're cutting them down.
But you want to blame me for
Melody? No, I'm just saying Melody wasn't gonna listen to anything you had to say. Everything you said about her this far has been negative.
Facts.
It's a woman who has a husband and a boyfriend.
Right. And I'm not ashamed of what I do. Didn't you go out there and cheat?
Woman, please. Of course. That's
So since you want to go on, I said what I did.
I have never dated a married man. And for you to come at me like that with that I don't do ghetto.
Ooh.
Miss Wanda, you dated a married man and you got a boyfriend? Hey,
No,
hello.
that's what she was saying.
Hey.
No. I think she was saying
She
that.
said she was married and she had a boyfriend, and she was like, yeah, I did or something.
No, I think she said that on social media that she was talking about Mel because she said you always say something. She said you always say something bad about Mel, so Mel is not gonna listen to anything you say because 1 minute you're telling her one thing in her face, but the other meeting you go on social media and talk bad about her. And that's why she said, like what she said, a woman who has a husband and a boyfriend. Because, you know, Martell keeps on saying that
she was dating married men.
Well, he keeps on trying to say that she was dating while I guess they were still married. You know, when you get a divorce, you're separated for a year before the divorce is final.
Well, what happened at the Las Vegas thing is he was talking because she was talking about his side chicks or whatever, stuff like that. And he was like, how are you talking about me and my side chicks when you've been a side chick to 2 married dudes already? So how are you going to divorce me for having a side chick but you dating 2 married men right now? And then she said, you a lie, Martell, you a lie. And then it went on like that for about 30 hours.
Oh, okay, so maybe they're talking.
But
and I don't know.
Of course she said it wasn't true. You know,
I just think the best thing is when someone goes for a divorce, right? And it takes that year before the divorce is finalized. This is what I always say. don't bother and get into a relationship. Because your marriage might work during that time and you get back together.
It's not even about that. Because totally if the marriage is beyond repair and you know that, don't go and get into a relationship because you need to heal.
Is finalized. Exactly.
Just
you need
heal.
To heal anyway.
It's not even about the marriage working because some marriages are beyond repair and there ain't no coming back.
That's true.
So you just need to focus on healing. Yeah. I think even when anybody gets out of a relationship, even if the relationship was for 6 years or if it was for 6 months, take at least multiply that by 2 and take that time to heal. That's what I say. Because there's no point. You're going to go to somebody else broken and there's no reason to be hopping from person to person and getting damaged.
Well, sometimes healing may come quicker. I mean, for example, say if someone was married 20 years. You don't want them to take another 20 years.
Well, I mean, no.
You want to like, 21 years.
Okay, well, at least half the time.
I'm going to get on another bandwagon. Maybe 1 year, I'll take 1 year off or whatever. But yeah, I see what you're saying.
Also, for relationships that are like within the months, like maybe you've been dating someone for 10 months or whatever, something like that,
Like Louise and Tiffany, they've only been together for 11 months and they are all in the soup. Tiffany, you said you didn't like her.
I don't like Tiffany because one, you're always in somebody's drama. Then you want to act dumb when somebody confronts you and we'll be like, oh, that's not what I was saying. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I'm like,
Louise, and then she calls up to her husband. Yeah.
And then of course they are two gossiping ninnies. I see why they're together.
He gossips to her.
Yes, he all up in the soup. And you know what? I always say men gossip more than women, but we don't know it because they don't talk about it. We tell everybody about gossip.
If you think men gossip more than women,
they definitely do. They definitely do. They just don't go and tell everybody else that they gossiping because they're men. But that's what I believe.
They wouldn't confront if it's like a gossipy thing. They don't confront because they don't want to know. I like the way Marcel handled it at the table last time when he said, "Whatever I speak to you guys, my boys."
I don't need my wife knowing about it. And he said, "Well, maybe you should have better communication with your wife." Okay, I'm like, Louise.
So you know something, Louise. This is where I never tell you one drop of any other news anymore.
Big facts.
Yeah, because Louise, he
gossips too much with his wife.
Even if you gossip with your wife, you gotta tell the wife. I told you, don't go tell nobody else. We said that in our bed. Don't go tell nobody else. Listen,
if you have to tell somebody not to say anything, then you need not to be gossiping, okay?
Okay, it's back on. Turn that off, Mama.
Go back.
Back on. Let's.
Melody's face.
Wrong. I can tell you that right now. Then you can go ahead and step off.
They were just speaking to each other.
You have a tendency of putting your mouth places where it don't need to be.
You both do that. Stop it. No. You're not in the right place. I could just say that. You have been a cyber bully, Vanessa. Miss Vanessa.
Ooh.
You see how you both? I'm not.
Ooh.
She's not putting her hands on. She's just trying to call. She's just trying to talk to you. But she just really talked to you. So she don't need to put her hand on.
Miss Van called my mom ghetto.
Ooh.
And I'm like, we're both from the country. Just because you can articulate well don't make you no better. That was out of place.
That's not why she called her ghetto.
You said you was not messing with marriage.
They're both. You both are so out of pocket. You are.
Well, Tisa, you came out of the woodworks talking about she's a cyber bully. You don't even know what your mama did, and you know your mama has a tendency.
But she said both of you do it. She did
not.
No,
she didn't. She said you're a cyber bully. Then what she said, don't put your hands on me. Then she was like, no, y'all both do it.
She said, but you go back and listen to it. She said that first. She said you both do it. Okay, she said you've been a cyber bully too. Oh my goodness, it's out of control.
I'm not gonna change. I'm who I am. So I'm celebrating. I am 57 years old.
Y'all in y'all 60s acting like this?
No, she's 57.
9 far from 60.
Like how we was just mad. She was trying to come.
Sorry.
Yeah, because that's who I am.
So let's work on her. I'm gonna work on her. Let me talk to her one-on-one. Yeah, let me talk to you.
So I'm just saying.
Listen.
Melody done lost her job, man.
Please don't do that. You too old to come over here and talk to people.
Melody came over like,
You better tell your girlfriend, friend,
Please
snake.
represent each other. I can't have you out here fighting these streets. I think we can back down for real. even like with the situation that happened at Black, when you told me about what happened with you and Kimmy, right? So while we was in
I'm gonna put my
Vegas,
hands on her too.
stop it. That's what I'm saying. You gotta stop that.
Okay.
That's not cute.
Okay.
But like,
I can't even imagine my mama being out in these streets acting that way.
You jumped up and you
At
you told my mom to
56?
pick it up, and she was like, I didn't say that. And so I was like, okay, well, you say you didn't say it. My mama said you said it. At the end of the day, I just want to stop arguing with people over stuff. So I'm like, we're gonna leave this in Vegas. I don't want you to say anything else to her about this. So I just need you to trust me, trust the daughter that you raised, to take care of herself.
I trust you, and I'm not going to put you in a lot of mess, but I know a snake when I see the snake, okay?
Okay, so I'm gonna keep my eyes on them. My mom and I, we handle conflict very differently. I know how to handle each of my friends. My mom, she does not know how to handle them. She give me advice, but I don't need for her to handle the situations for me.
You go, Letitia. You're
to
growing
put a
up.
hold on my mom being invited.
I love the way Letitia is growing up in front of
And back
us.
to that little Kimmy thing. Whatever she said to you in Las Vegas, all well and good. But I will say she was very disrespectful.
Yeah, I thought she was.
I hear you.
I thought she
I'm gonna
was.
leave it in Vegas.
I hear you,
No,
Wanda.
you're right.
I hear you, Miss Wanda.
If she jump again,
Next on Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Yeah, you both are too old for that mess.
It's-
Miss Wanda and Miss, what was the other person's name?
I can't even imagine my own mama, me as the younger person, having to come pull my grown woman of a mother
In an
to come pull her
argument?
back with another elderly woman.
Another woman? No, I don't argue in public. I just don't.
You know what you always say?
Yeah.
You
gotta keep
must-
yourself in home.
You must be
Always.
civilized.
Always.
Above all else, you must be civilized. Okay?
Can't be
You
showing
don't not
your
out
cards
here
like
in the
that.
streets at a fundraiser
And
with
guess
children.
what? Both of your behaviors, I hate to use the term ghetto, both of your behaviors were,
Top notch.
they were not, it wasn't okay. Both of you were inappropriate. Miss, what's the name? Mwanda and Miss, what's the other lady's name? Mel's mom.
All
Vanessa
the elderly
or
women
something.
were out of pocket this
Yeah.
time.
You guys, come on now.
Y'all have got to do better.
That's not okay.
Yeah. But I mean that's
And then you guys look like silly. You get on. No. You go away. No, I'm gonna stay here. You.
I would have
You guys
walked away
odd.
the second.
So silly. Like it's okay to let it go. Turn it on.
You should be worrying about what you was doing while you were married and not here in these Huntsville streets. No, I did not. You're lying. Prove it.
Love and Marriage Huntsville. Saturday.
He stayed trying to accuse Mel of some cheating.
Well, that's what happens when you've been cheating. You just
You
get
like to
you get to a
project.
space where you just decide, I'm just gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lie, you know, and it's not okay.
Yeah, it's just too much.
Just be accountable. That's when I know that you're ready to heal. So, are we finished? Is this?
Yeah,
is
it's
this-
over. Now Family or Fiancé is on.
Press the thing up. Let's see if it's.
Abandoned me.
No, press it.
It made me feel so messed up.
Yeah, it's over.
Oh,
It was over so quickly.
I know. Let's just put the. So we are now on to Family and Fiancé, and
Well, thank you guys for tuning in.
you so much.
Tomorrow we'll be reviewing The Other Way, but make sure you guys please like, subscribe, and
do the
comment.
notification button if it's still there.
Yeah,
Yes.
and just
thanks
you
for
know,
joining us.
thank you. Also to the person who did a special request for Labrie. We're not exactly sure what day it was. I googled it
actually
and it
looked
said
at
it was
it.
Saturday.
Yeah, I don't know what day it is, but I did look at a synopsis of all the different episodes, and we're gonna see if your brother can do it because he's into that kind of stuff. So we're gonna see. He said he's thinking about it. So to do that because he's
We
in
might try to
college right
review
now.
We might try to review it next weekend because I think we missed it today
It's
because
like
Love
the
Marriage
6th
Huntsville is at the exact same time
Right,
as it.
Yeah, it's on the
So-
6th episode coming.
Okay, yeah.
But okay.
But thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned. We're gonna post
Oh.
another video. It's Mary,
And
and thank you for watching.